All right, so it says number 5, the amount of money Jason earns working at his job is directly proportional to the number of hours he works. So the key word is we have something that's proportional. All right, so we have hours and then we have money. So according to this, if he works 10 hours, he's going to get $200. How many hours would he need to work if he earns 400? So from here, this is our setup. We're going to go ahead and do cross multiply for this proportion problem. All right. So anytime you see the proportional, that means you're going to set it up in your little cross multiply method. And you have to understand what he's asking for. We have hours and then we have money. So again, hours is going to go on top. The money is going to go on the bottom. For 5 hours, he earns $300. It's going to be proportional, so set up your equal sign. How much you need to work if he gets 900. So the 900 is the money, so that goes on the bottom. And then you're going to cross multiply and divide. Identify the y-intercept. This is where it crosses the y-axis. All right. So where does this graph cross the y line? Just look for the number wherever it crosses. All right, that is my y-intercept. Find the slope and the y-intercept. So remember, this is y-intercept form. mx plus b. The m is the slope number. The b is the y-intercept. So what numbers are there? If something's missing, remember, in mathematics, when something's missing, we use the number 0. But if you don't have a number in front of a variable, the x is going to be a 1. So just be careful with that. Now, these problems are in standard form, so put ax plus by equals c. Now, you can do the kick and divide method. When you do the kick and divide, it becomes slope-intercept form. So that'll be one way to do it. Or you can use the formulas. The formula for slope is negative a over b. Or I shouldn't say negatives, let's say opposite. Opposite of a divided by b. I think that's a little bit better. And then the y-intercept is going to be the c number divided by the b number. There is no opposite here. This is just nice and easy. Whatever the c number is divided whatever the b number is. What equation in slope-intercept form of the line crosses through the x-axis at 5 and is perpendicular to the line represented? All right. So we're talking about perpendicular. Right. So perpendicular, it has what we call an opposite reciprocal. I put OR. So this is my y equals. This number right here is my slope, my little m. All right. So right now it is 4/5. Well, an opposite reciprocal, what that means that I have to go from a positive number, since this is a positive, it's going to go to a negative. Reciprocal, the R, means that this is going to flip. So the 4 is now going to be on the bottom. The 5 is now going to be on the top. Okay? And then it says that it crosses at the x-axis at 5. So let me kind of draw like a little visual. So my x, if I'm going to cross at 5, that's over here. That means my point is going to the right 5 and it doesn't go up and down, so 0. So my point is 5, 0. So this is my x1, this is my y1, and then this is my new slope. All right, this is my new m. So I'm going to use the point slope format. So y minus y1 equals slope x minus x1. So these points are going to go here. This slope is going to go here to get my answer. Y minus, then 0, equals negative 5/4 parentheses x minus and then 5. All right, it's a little bit, it's kind of complicated, but you need to know the point slope form. And then you need to get a point, which in this case it tells you when you cross the x-axis, just think of it as crossing here, it's going to be the point 50. It's kind of complicated. These are hard questions. It says, what is the equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the points? So I have negative 3, 0. This is x1, y1. And then parallel to the line represented by, you have this. So my slope, this is parallel, so this is going to have the same slope. So my slope is 5.4. There's no opposite reciprocal. That's going to be my m. So I have a point. Remember, y minus y1 equals parentheses x minus x1. I'm going to put these in place. Y minus, and I have a 0 here, equals 5.4 parentheses. And then x. Now if I have a minus on my formula or my format and I have a negative on the number, that's going to be a plus 3. And then, I just realized it says slope-intercept form. So here's the nice thing about the zeros. The zeros really don't matter, so we can kind of get rid of them when it says minus 0. The problem is I have to go ahead and distribute. So whenever you have a 0, we don't have to write it down. I'm going to put y equals. So I'm already in y equals form. It wants it in slope-intercept form. That's y equals form. So now I'm going to distribute this 5.4. All right, this is the pizza guy method. We haven't done this in a while. 5.4x, and then 5.4 times, you're going to multiply, and then 3. So we can just plug that in the calculator. Let me get that. And you just put it in decimals. So 5.4 times 3, that's going to be plus 16.2. So this is your final answer. All right, these are hard level questions. So right here, again, if we have a 0, a minus 0, we can just put y equals. So that's easy, that's good. And we're going to distribute. So I have negative 5/4x. And then I'm going to multiply negative times a negative. That's going to be positive. And then when you put, let me see, negative 5/4, I'll put it in the calculator. And trust me, you want to put it in decimals. This is going to come out to positive 6.25. And that's your final answer. I'm not going to lie, those are probably the hardest ones. Now for the front part, you can just put these in decimals. And what you're looking for is the m number. So get your points and look for your m number. Remember, you always start on the left side, going to the right side. So you have negative 5, negative 4, and you have 10, 8. What is the m number? Remember, using y1 squiggly, mx1 plus b. So find your points. Like this one, this is the point here. It's negative 3, comma, positive 1. And another point would be here in the middle, 0, comma, 0. So set it up. This is another one, 0, 0. Here's another one. I'm pretty sure. Here we go. There's a point. There's number 4. Remember, all you need is 2 points. As long as you have 2 points, you just set it up.